You're listening to At Eye Level on the Big Papa Network. I'm Matt G, and this week we're back with a whole smorgasbord of guests and topics and things to talk about. I'll tell you about what I've been up to and what's coming up on the show and other places. We want to hear from you, so give us a call. Join the conversation either over on the phones or in the chat room or on Twitter, 714-459-3941, At Eye Level. The return of the Matt on the Big Papa Network. Good evening and welcome to At Eye Level on the Big Papa Network, brought to you by BigPapaOnline.com. It's all in there. I'm Matt G, the mad scientist behind this crazy experiment. The fat kid with glasses everybody knew growing up. A middle-of-the-road, middle-aged, middle-class, middle child. A 43-year-old work in progress. Here at Eye Level, we like to see the world through the eyes of the people living in it. Not the obnoxious celebrities or the people who love them. Not the trust fund babies pretending to care about something for a tax write-off. And most certainly not the echo chamber bobble-headed pundits spewing out talking points given to them by their corporate masters. We're just everyday people living everyday lives. We don't want to change the world. We just want to talk. We want to sit down and have a real conversation from the people's perspective. The people on the ground. The people at eye level. You want that other stuff? Go watch cable TV, listen to AM radio, or go to just about any other website on the internet, and you'll find plenty of it there. All right, the number to call to join in on the fun is 714-459-3941. 714-459-3941. You can also call in via Skype. Just click on that little S-shaped symbol there that just popped up next to the phone number. We keep an eye on the chat room, and we'll be posting and live tweeting on Facebook, posting on Facebook and live tweeting. So if you're too chicken to call in, you can always let your keyboard do the talking for you too. Okay, tough guy? Cool. Right. You can also email the show, feedback at BigPapaOnline.com, or visit us on Facebook, Facebook.com/BigPapaOnline, or on the Twitter using the hashtag @EyeLevel, all one word, @EyeLevel. It's okay to disagree. It's okay to argue. It's even okay to use the 7 dirty words. Just keep it civil. Let's set a good example for the young people in the audience by acting like the adults we claim to be. All I ask is that you be honest, original, and don't hate. Wow, after not reading that speech for like 3 weeks, I think it might be time to retire that. What's up, Doc? What do you think? How's it going?
All right, how you doing?
I'm pretty good, pretty good. You feeling better today?
Better than over the weekend, I guess, but as you can hear, my voice is a little fucked.
Yeah. That's all right. My voice is pretty shot too. It's going around. I think there's some kind of a virus or some kind of bug or something. Everybody's
the weather keeps bouncing up and down. You know, one day it's 50, next day it's 75. It's crazy. So you can't really win.
No, but there's no global warming. No. So anyway, yeah, it's good to see you back. It's good to be back. Almost forgot what it was like to don these headphones and listen to that music kick up when when the little English lady counts me onto air. Only Blog Talk Radio hosts know who that is. There's a little English woman that records and that lets you know, like when the show's, your show is scheduled to start in 10 minutes. And then, your show is go live on the air in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It sounds like the Star Trek computer from the Enterprise. Computer, auto-destruct sequence. Engage. Ooh, Tress McNeil. So yeah, I got that same old rush that I haven't felt in a while. So it felt pretty good. It feels good to be back. It's great to be back in a groove to be here. Did you miss me?
Back in the saddle again. Yeah, I mean,
you held it down in my absence. I've been keeping an eye on the stats and Third Eye Cinema with the 1,500 downloads for the Tim Ritter episode. Look at you big stud.
Yeah, 900 for Gigi last week.
Beautiful. That's a good thing. That's what I like to see.
You know what it is? I set up a website now, so we're getting traffic from there.
That's cool. Yeah, that's what's Third Eye Cinema blog WordPress?
WordPress.com.
WordPress.com. So yeah, check that out. So cool. So it's good. I'm glad that we're getting the word out there and that the listeners are coming for both of our shows now. So hopefully with everything that's going on, there'll be some bigger and better things on the horizon for us here at the Big Papa Network.
That's it.
Yep. So, geez, what the hell's been going on the last couple of weeks? What hasn't been going on the last couple of weeks? Well, I guess, yeah, just for full disclosure, total honesty, I took leave. I took 2 weeks of leave from work the past couple of weeks just to kind of get some things figured out. So that's why I wasn't doing the show, because I wanted to basically stay as disconnected from as many things as possible for a while, just so that I can kind of take care of some things that I've had to take care of for a long time. I mean, I've had like paperwork that's been backing up since July on my desk, and it was just, among other things, pretty bad. It's bad. But, well, I've been sprung from the booby hatch, so every time I use that joke, everyone's like, what the hell's a booby hatch? It's an old school turn of phrase, which means nut house. So there you go. So anyway, we have a guest who's actually on hold, and we'll bring her on after this first break, which we will take right now. So stay tuned, and we'll be back with our friend Melissa L. Freya, who's been on previously. So if you want to give us a call, 714-459-3941. We're at eye level. Return to the mat on the Big Papa Network.
VegasPlaydate.com promotes events and entertainment exclusive to the Las Vegas area. VegasPlaydate.com highlights some of the most popular events, entertainment, and headlines through blog posts, pages, and Shoutme, which is our message board for communicating with visitors. There are also tips and deals throughout the blog for planning an unforgettable Las Vegas vacation. In addition, VegasPlaydate.com offers personal travel planning services for those visitors looking for both an intimate and individualized itinerary. Connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So long for now, and I'll see you in Vegas.
And we are back at eye level on the Big Papa Network. I'm Matt G. He's Doc Savage, and we're back live after a extended absence of a few weeks. So here we are, back and ready to rock and roll. And now, bringing up on our phone, return of our old friend who was on the show back in a while ago, anyway. Melissa L. Freya. How you doing, Melissa?
Oh, I think I win the messed up voice contest, Matt.
Yeah, I'd say
a little bit worse than mine.
Well, that's what happens when you get burned at the stake all weekend. You got to scream a lot.
That's true. That's true. That's actually why.
I did a job today, and 3 other people sounded as bad as me or worse. So I joined the club.
Wow, it's going around. It's an epidemic, I tell you.
Well, mine's from screaming.
That's true. Yeah, so that's actually why I wanted to have you call in. You've been working on this. What is it called? Hello, the Fear Fest over at the Burn Brae Mansion. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, it is a full, all-out Fear Festival in the woods behind an actual haunted mansion. It's about a 20-minute walk through the woods. Scares the shit out of you. Unbelievable. The actors in the show are amazing. The sets are amazing. I mean, it's just, it's probably one of the coolest things I've ever gotten involved in. Last weekend I was Samara from the Ring, which was good because I didn't have to talk. This weekend they decided to burn me at the stake as a witch, so I had to do a lot of screaming. And now I have to rest my voice for the week because I have to do the witch again next weekend. And I'm clear now that I will die much faster next weekend.
So how do they pull off the effect? What is it, like lights or like weird effects, or are you just like 10 feet behind the flames or something? Or
I'm actually standing tied to a stake with wood all around me and ceramic logs and actual propane fire coming up, like 4 feet of fire that raises in front of me. And one of the actors who works with me, Art Peterson, he's the guy who burns me. So he comes flying out of the woods and you can't see him coming, and he has his torch lit and starts screaming, and I start screaming for help and curse everybody because nobody helps me. Right. And then the flames rise and I scream, and you can hear me scream from, I would say, at least a mile away. They heard me in the mansion.
Wow.
Screaming. Yeah. I didn't know I could scream like that unprovoked.
Well, you still got that Jersey Italian voice behind you, so you can always belt it out, right?
Yeah, I can. Absolutely.
That's one good thing that Italian women have been blessed with.
Oh, the voice. Well,
yes.
Not right now. I think if I was in a relationship right now, whoever I was with would be very happy. For the next week, they wouldn't have to hear me at all.
That's awesome. So, well, that's good though that you're having a good time. So there's one more night that they're doing this, right, on this Wednesday, the 26th, or the 27th also, 26th and 27th. Actually,
Friday and Saturday coming up, we're open. This past weekend was a really great weekend. We had Linda Blair from The Exorcist up.
Oh, nice.
And she was wonderful. She was amazing. We did a big fundraiser for her charity. She has her own animal rescue out in California, and she started her own charity, and she's actually living on 2 acres of property where she rescues dogs. When Katrina came, she went down to Hurricane Katrina and drove 400 dogs out of the state and placed them.
Wow.
And she's doing amazing work, and she's a really, really amazing woman. So anybody interested in looking into that should hit her website, Linda Blair World Heart Foundation. It's a great cause. She's got licensing for the Exorcist doll. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it. It's the Reagan doll, and the money for that goes to the charity. And she hooked up with Reader's Digest and did a Be Afraid of the Dark movie music collection, and the money from that goes to the charity. But she was very charismatic and a lot smaller than I thought she would be. She was just a tiny little thing.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess, it is kind of deceptive. You would think that. So what's she like? About like 5'2" or something, or?
Yeah, probably around there. Very petite, very tiny, and very, very endearing. And I mean, she spoke for quite some time and talked about all her personal life and how she wound up getting involved with the animals and her journey from Reagan at 11 years old, I believe she was, to now. And we really enjoyed having her up there, and it was a great setting for her to be in because the mansion is truly haunted. There's 17 active spirits in the mansion.
Wow.
On top of in the forest, and there's a cemetery on the grounds. It's very active. So
I noticed on your Facebook page a couple weeks ago you were commenting that you were doing a lot of recording and had some EVF stuff and all that. Did you get some good stuff?
Oh, I got some amazing stuff out in the cemetery. Art and I go out there often, and he's an empath, and I'm an empath, and when we go up there, the place goes crazy, and we have voices saying leave, and laughter and whispering, and I got apparitions on video. I mean, and I'm just using an iPhone camera, and I'm getting apparitions. So, I mean, if we can get somebody up there who has the soup to nuts equipment, I can't even imagine what they're going to pick up.
Sure, yeah, like the ghost hunter guys from TV, they'd probably find some cool stuff there.
Well, we're hoping more for Ghost Adventures.
Oh, cool.
The ghost hunter guys have been there. I don't think they did a show there, but I do know they did visit the location, and they did. There is a quote on the Burn Brae website from them that the place scared the crap out of them.
Nice. Now, for anybody who doesn't know, who's not familiar with where it is Burn Brae Mansion located?
Burn Brae Mansion is at 573 High Road in Glen Spey, New York. A little history on the mansion. It was built by George Ross Mackenzie, who was the CEO of the Singer Sewing Machine Company. He built it for his daughter Margaret as a wedding gift. And there's been so much history with the house and the property. A lot of deaths on the property. Just this past weekend, I was down there and I was in my room and I got this overwhelming smell of apple pie. And I'm like, wow, where the hell is that coming from? and I started asking around, and I come to find out that one of the people that lived in one of the rooms above where I was, an elderly woman, used to bake apple pie all the time. And there was nobody up there. There's no kitchen there now. There's nobody making apple pie, but you can smell it.
Wow. That's amazing. So now, do they have regular tours, and can people stay there, or is this just for these past couple of weeks that you've been doing this?
Absolutely, you can stay there. It's a bed and breakfast. You can rent a single room in the actual mansion. You can rent a wing of the mansion, a whole suite, which is 3 bedrooms. Or you can stay in the motel, which is on the property. Wow, I'm losing the voice. The motel used to be the stables, and they converted it into a motel, and it's right behind the mansion.
Oh, very cool.
So, yeah, and then you can do tours of the cemetery in the middle of the night, tour the whole entire mansion, and go lights out and see what you get. But it's pretty insane the things that go on up there. There was a woman up there this weekend who actually got very sick. She kept hearing a voice in her head of a girl saying, "My father killed me," and she was a skeptic, a complete skeptic from the beginning. And she got very sick after she heard the voices. She went to the bathroom, threw up, and she had to leave. She could not handle being in there.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. Well, I just put a link to Burn Brae Manor on our Facebook page at facebook.com/BigPopOnline if anybody wants to find out more information. And if they want to find out about your event, is it on that website also?
If they want to find out about that event, they can go to the Dark Forest Creations page on Facebook.
Okay, Dark Forest Creations. We'll put a link to that also.
And I believe Linda Blair also has her Facebook page on there, too, for the World Heart Foundation.
Okay, and I actually put a link to her website there also, so that's a good thing. Okay.
Wonderful.
Well, I don't want to keep you for too much longer. I don't want you to wear out your voice, but just while we've got you, are you working on any other projects, any other books coming out or anything?
Yes, my next novel, Attached, is probably going to be out within the next few months. Initially, I was writing it in the fiction genre, and it is based at Burn Brae Mansion, at my experiences there, but I just at some point decided I needed to go back and rework a few things because I'm going to flip it from fiction to nonfiction because nothing in the book was made up. I mean, maybe I changed certain names of people so that they wouldn't be identified.
Sure.
But it was all true, so I said I can't say this is fiction anymore.
Cool. Well, we'll definitely be keeping an eye out for that. And you also have a documentary coming out as well, Aiden's Song, correct?
Yes. Aiden's Song, Breaking the Silence of Autism. And that's a documentary that's following the life of a girlfriend of mine, Joanna Palestini Burke, and her son, Aiden, and how he went from being a normal, active child to completely autistic with no words, and how it affects her family and her life, and how she deals with being a mom and of a healthy child, a mom of an autistic child, and an attorney, and all of the work she's done in the community to try to raise awareness for autism. So this is a very heartfelt project for me, and anything that we wind up seeing as far as money from that film is going to go right to Autism Speaks, autism charity, because we really need to find a cure for this. This is not a good thing. It's an epidemic.
Sure. And more and more children are being diagnosed that way. I know a few people myself, and it's definitely something that needs to be taken care of. For absolutely sure.
Yeah.
So we'll keep an eye out for that too. Well, anyway, I'll let you go back to resting your voice, so that way you've got it all ready to start screaming some more next week. And so
thank you so much, Matt.
Sure. Thanks for calling in the show, and we'll keep an eye out for all of your stuff, and of course we'll keep following Otherwise as they tour the country. They're doing really awesome too, and I'm really happy for those guys as well. So
I am very proud of them. They're doing amazing, and I've got to go to so many of their shows, and every show I go to, I'm put on the side of the stage or at the front of the stage, and
nice.
Adrian dedicates Lighthouse to me every time, and it's funny because you look around at all the people and they're going, who is that bitch? Why is he singing that song for her? And I just laugh because they're like some of the greatest people that you could ever know. They're just wonderful friends and just so filled with talent and love, and they're amazing with their fans. I mean, if you friend them on Facebook on their personal page and they accept it, no matter who it is, you meet them, they'll take pictures with you, they'll hang out with you and have a drink with you and talk. They're not like rush, I'm going back to my trailer or whatever and bye-bye. You gave me your money for your ticket. No, they're very social and they love their fans.
Awesome. Well, next time they come through LA, I'll definitely have to see them. I had to work the last time they were in town, so I couldn't go see them, but I'll definitely see them next time for sure.
All right,
cool.
Well, I'll let you know when they're going to be around.
Absolutely. All right, well, thanks so much for calling in, and, feel better, rest your voice, and and we'll keep looking out for you in the future, and, definitely we'll have you back on when your next project comes out.
Okay, Matt, thank you so much.
Cool, sounds good. All right, speak to you soon.
All right.
All righty. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back with some more fun and frivolity at Eye Level, the return of the Matt, on the Big Papa Network.